And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Brown will throw it. Way off target there.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
What a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Oh, pressure's coming. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Touchdown, TCU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Deep in the end zone, it's Frazier. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. They put the brakes on him.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They're all over him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it and he has to have it. He turns that loose down the right side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Fires on the move. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The play fake. Unloads it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From deep, it's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Frazier.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
2nd down, gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Matthews. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Under pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wideout.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Hauls it in. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Second and long here. Selling the fake. Look out. On the move to the left. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Left side is Frazier. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks into the open. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Moving out to the right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Dumps it to the back. Reels it in. At the 35, he's open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.